All right. So let's see how this is going to turn out for us. Whoa. It's pretty. Okay. So our first final boss. Nice. But yes, the very first time we faced off against the final boss, it took me all day in order to finally be able to do it. Second time we faced off against the final boss, it took 2 tries because we got blindsided by OP, the most OP version of Vanish to ever exist. So now Anima Mundi, the ultimate will, born from a copy of Kevin's stigma, manipulates the laws of the world. Don't know what that means, but we're not about to let it just do whatever it wants. Okay, we can open up with an Earth Wall into a Clock Up EX, into a Zodiac, into a let's Clock Up EX him. I should have checked how much HP it had. That's probably going to be pretty important, huh? Yeah. We're defense down because we've got a totally useless partner set. Oh well, we're just going to have to soldier through. Soldier through that mistake that I talked about and then didn't do anything about. Summon pillars. Anima Mundi created a barrier. Okay. So we've got to kill the pillars before we can get it. Ground pillar. Okay. Wind pillar. Water pillar. Flame pillar. Probably wanted to put her closer. Chronos pillar. A time element pillar defending Anima Mundi. If any pillars remain, it uses a deadly attack. Okay, so if we can get rid of at least one pillar, we're good to go. And they can only be affected by their own element. Okay, so how about we Clock Up EX ourselves. Make him even faster. Dang, dude, we need for Joshua to get sped up, like, sooner rather than later. I guess we'll work on the Chronos pillar. Okay. The time. Oh, well. We can have... If we want to play this smart, rather than immediately going buck wild with our attacks. Okay. Let's see... I guess the best thing is that they're not super ridiculously strong. Okay. Attack. Yeah. She's... Ooh. Okay. Can we get the kill on one of them? And they're super slow, too. That's nice. I wonder if these enemies count as fiends. Well, I guess whether they do or not is pretty besides the point. Okay. So that's one of them taken out. So it looks like instead of being completely gone, it's just inert. The barrier weakens slightly. Okay, so next up is Spear of Horror. I'm just gonna say Spear of Ore. Yeah. Basically being able to put up a barrier so we can't immediately just wallop it with all of our S-crafts. ATT guard. That's not good. Oh, they're all going in their barrier weaken. We've got to wait for their turns to arrive? Sept Crisis. I was about to say, is it nice knowing you, Estelle? Prepping arts. Wait, what? I guess we can only destroy one of them in any single turn, which is really lame, but understandable. Tyrol Bomb. Okay, Reese's, like, especially because she's passively restoring them, they're better used elsewhere. Her CP anyways. There we go. So who's gonna be next? The water pillar's closer. Okay. Well, at least now we figured out a couple of the gimmicks. Can only kill one per turn, so we don't waste it next go round. Unless we can get multiple with these. Dang. Alright, well, the rest of them should be killable next go round. Barrier weakened slightly. Not really much she can do. Prepping arts. We'll be able to use Joshua we'll be able to move him back to everybody. Oh, we can just have him do that. Might as well, right? Basically, we're gonna be able to play this like we're playing Trails of Cold Steel 2, dude, or Trails of Cold Steel. Just everything's all about those S-crafts. But they do have to use Sept Crisis first. So we're basically, it's kind of like we're time gated a little bit. Dang, and that crit, but we'll be able to make use of that second crit. As soon as we get attacked... Yeah. Okay, so maybe my theory doesn't work and they do just... Maybe it's just that they ATT guard what Kevin does? Can we just straight up attack? Yeah. We still want to give that crit some time, though. Barrier weakened slightly. Another Sept Crisis attack. So, I guess this means we can just have Joshua go in. Yeah. And that means that the barrier should completely drop. Which means we'll be able to have Estelle work her magic. Okay, yep. No ATT guarding or anything ridiculous like that. You're done, and you're done. The barrier was eliminated. Alright, Estelle. Let's go ahead and get first blood. So, I'm assuming... Oh, take a look at that. There's like a female figure kind of... what is it called? Oh my gosh, I forget the term for it. Crucified, kind of, in there. Did something change? Okay, now it's summoning minions. are those fiends, though. That's the only thing. Grand Grimoire. A modified Grimoire temporarily drives foes from existence and explodes on death. Oh, you won't be doing that to us. How's about a craft? Let's Holy Blessing. Okay, 70. We just have to kind of hope and pray that he kills them with this. At the very least, it's not gonna happen immediately. Oh, Father Kevin needs to be sped up. So it probably Anima Mundi looks like it attribute guards whatever Father Kevin is doing. No, what? Okay, I don't. Oh well. Become darkness. I guess the best thing. Oh, well, that gimmick is back. So we will eventually run out of places to stand. Oh man. Hopefully, Templar Sword Zek Woe. Art. Clock up EX. This guy. I guess we'll just have Estelle physically attack. Yeah. It's moving kind of okay-ish. Air Cleaver Yin. Holy crap. Craft. Holy Blessing. Her. Then we can have Joshua Tier Allbone, her, to move closer. And that Strength Up has Estelle's name written all over it. We'll have Kevin be the good guy. Earthwall. Alright. 100 and, like, this guy's still got 133,000 HP left, but this should do, I'm expecting at least 12,000. Somewhere in that ballpark. Come on. Okay, it's close to 12,000. I can live with that. Air Cleaver Yin again. We'll have Joshua do a little bit of a Latira-ing. There we go. Yeah, we don't strictly need it, I guess, but it's nice to have our HP totals looking pretty nice. And she will be able to immediately buff up Estelle's CP again. Yeah. Especially, Reese, her S-Craft is really, well, I shouldn't say is, it looks really impressive. The damage is just not there, though. So this is a way better use of everybody's time. We do want to see what you got, Estelle. Okay, since there's no strength up this time, we might brush up against 10k. But still, we should eventually get there. We'll be able to spare a little bit for Joshua, yeah. Brush up against 10k, but not actually there. Change element. Defense up. Oh, man. Summon Fiend. Okay, so it looks like this time, it's going to be Father Kevin's turn. Craft. Sacrifice arrow. Oh! Very nice! Move a little closer to everybody. Okay, Grand Grimoire, not interested in those. So now it's super weak to time. So that's... while that is really great... Alright. It will give Reese something to do if we ever are in a situation where we don't need her to buff up somebody's CP totals. Don't know if that's ever going to be the case, but we do have that. It looks more like it's water element than time element, though, but... Ooh. But we did put both of those jokers to sleep thanks to nothingness. Air Cleaver Yin. Alright, so craft, Holy Blessing on you. What do we need? We need for Estelle to not take a massive hit on this. Okay. Another Air Cleaver Yin. Well, could have been worse. Oh, Joshua's fainted, yeah, because he resists literally nothing. He's susceptible to basically every single kind of damage there is, or every single kind of ailment there is. Okay, at the very least we can Sacred Breath with Abandon, so... Well, not with Abandon, it's just basically in the time frame that it takes for his turns to come back around, Father Kevin should be able to use basically anything in his repertoire. Okay. Yeah, your defense upped, bro, but is that gonna help you? Craft, Blessing... Okay, so Joshua's going to be able to do the exact same thing. First, take a nice little pot shot, and then clear the field. Oh, dang. That was definitely one thing that wasn't super... Well, it was... Oh, there we go. But it definitely made things more difficult. In the second, in SC's final boss, Become Darkness. More holes that we can no longer walk over. Can she? She cannot Earth Wall in time. So Father Kevin is going to take a massive hit. Well, he can just move. Let's have him move. Okay, this spot should be completely unaffected. Okay, so there's no doubt in my mind that this thing's got a second phase because we are beating down this thing way too easily. Like, it doesn't... Feels like things are going a little too smoothly for us. But you know what? Maybe there is only one phase. Said no JRPG ever. Templar Sword Zekwo. Oh, it straight up missed Estelle. That's cool. Craft, Holy Blessing. Let's do you. And I think Joshua doesn't know. He doesn't know Earth Wall. I don't think. Craft or art rather. Yeah, he doesn't. So instead, we'll have him down a triplet ice. There we go. Okay, art, Earth Wall. There we go. Man, so this is how the pros play, huh? I feel like we're playing with nightmare mode strats, but man, it really does seem like they gave you the, since they gave you the ability to be able to say no to one type of, to one attack, no matter what, it gives them the freedom to, throw in ridiculously strong attacks. Let's see if maybe Abyss Fall does more. Demonic Bow, Nagrub. Yeah, that seems like it would have effed us up. Okay, so she can craft Holy Blessing. Okay, we should... Yeah, we'll see how much Joshua does, and then it's going to be up to Father Kevin to get everybody protected once more. That 150 efficacy, hopefully, and something pretty impressive. No. Well, I guess it's better than taking pot shots at it. But now it's down to 80k HP, and after this it's going to be at roughly 7200. It's not defense upped anymore, so that's cool. The Zodiac buff lasts a really long time, which is nice. Change elements again. Gathering supernatural energy. Its arts defense and regular defense are both down. Okay, so now it's back to being susceptible to basically everything. I guess we will do a regular attack. Wow. Joshua, the betrayal. Okay, so we are protected from whatever it's about to do. And in retaliation for it even queuing up this attack, gonna go ahead and have her. We do want to take advantage of that downed defense, which was also something that the final boss of SC could do. When it was gearing up for a really big attack, its defenses would drop. So, I mean, I'm not gonna say no to that. 9k, even with the defense down. Okay. Let's have her... Okay, so I think we're going to have Estelle. Yeah, let's have a triplet ice. And sure, might not be the best thing, but if it comes down to it, we'll be able to have Estelle be the one who earth walls this time. Dang, it feels good to have that on most of the party members. Joshua's pretty much here to make sure that, like, no minions get too big for their britches. They don't forget that they're always at our mercy. He's here for crowd control, because he's I definitely showed Joshua less love when it came to outfitting everything than everybody else. Stigma Cannon Megidolus. All that fanfare. Wow! Holy crap! Okay. Oh my god, dude. So we survived it, and it massively reduced the fightable area. Or the standing room for us, I should say. Basically, if we weren't so close together, that could have stranded people away from each other. Summon Fiend. Okay. Craft. We're gonna... Okay, we've got Zerum powders for days, so I don't feel too bad about doing this, even when it's not strictly necessary. And one attack for you, one attack for the rest of these goons. We really just need Estelle to pull off that earth wall sooner rather than later. Come on. Can we get some good statuses? We can get the kills. That's way preferable. But those, oh wow. Change element. Okay. Whew. I was about to be like, please don't make me regret not immediately panic S-crafting with right there. But it didn't. We will use the S-craft right now though. Okay, so Father Kevin's gonna do it next turn. Oh, okay, so this one looks like it's gonna be weak to space, which only really Estelle is outfitted to do anything more than dark matter with. Summon Fiend again with this. Alright, so item, Tier All Balm on you. And we'll actually be irresponsible with a Zerum Powder a second time. I think we do want to move Estelle because when they blow up, they're going to take that out, and we want to all be standing next to each other, I think. So I think I'm going to move everybody into, like, the 4 spots directly in front of Anima Mundi. Getting really close. Huh. That's surprising. Air Cleaver Yin. Alright, so Art. Might have to hold off on that master plan that I had. Okay, Craft. Just in time, because Estelle could really use this. Now, the only issue that could arise right now, and I think is why I'm going to have to move Estelle, is if a Fiend shows up in that space that touches her spot and Kevin's spot. Because if that happens, then Estelle will be stranded. Alright, we'll just have her move. Yeah, let's stick her right there. We're getting close. 30k HP left. And then this should be close to 10k, so if we, well, honestly, I'm going to slow down on the Zerum Powders because we don't know if there's going to be a second phase to this. This feels kind of Final Phase-y, and especially what we know, like, meta-narratively about this game. It was kind of made on a super budget. So I don't know if they're going to be able to, like, if they'd be able to spring forward, like, more, but Art, Earthwall, and then it can be Joshua who gets her. Well, now let's Holy Blessing Estelle, because Estelle could use the heal also. So what kind of fiends are you going to summon this time, dude? Air Cleaver Yin. Crap. Okay, item. Where's our... There it is. Fruity Temptation.
We're good to go.
He's back in the game. And there's a strength up. Very nice. We'll have Joshua... He should be able to tier all. What does he have? He does have tier all. Immediately go ahead and hit Kevin with that. A crit. Alright. So this, we're in the home stretch. Maybe. If there's a second phase, then that's fine. We'll be able to handle that the same way we handled this. Basically just continually throwing S-crafts at it. We've got so many items that just facilitate this strategy. Change elements again. It's gonna immediately get a turn. Okay. Fiends summoned. Yes. Craft. Holy Blessing. Joshua. And we will wait for that crit, but we'll actually move Father Kevin up closer so he doesn't get blown up. Alright. So, is Joshua gonna get the final kill? Is this the last hit, or is there a second phase? I honestly don't feel like there was enough BS attacks in this for it to actually be the final phase. Alright, that thing's gone. Hopefully we get more room to stand on. Okay, here comes the transformation. Alright, what do we got? No? That was it? Alright! Yeah. Should have figured. They were like, okay, we can make one big boss for this. Oh, did we purify that stigma? Nice. It's showing its light side now. Oh. Its color changed. Maybe we'll get a glimpse of the real Rufina? Okay. Oh, we're back here. Just the two of them. How did we get here? And this is where we fought the Schwartz Ritter. This is a place I made with his input for saying farewell. I'm glad it ended up proving to be useful. That's Rufina. Finally. Oh! Rufina! Back in your old knight getup, huh? You're finally free of the stigma's influence then. I owe that to you. I owe that to you two and your friends. You deserve a lot of praise for overcoming so much on your way here. You knew what you were up against. You could have given up at any time, but you never did. I'm so proud of you. Rufina. You really are just like I remember. So, is the stigma completely gone? I'm afraid not. It still exists inside of me. Your victory earlier has allowed me to suppress it in there for the time being. But I won't be able to do so indefinitely. It'll recover its power before long if it isn't completely destroyed. Oh. But how do we... Okay, because I was about to say, it seems like this is Rufina's soul, but we've got to kill her one final time, give her one final bit of rest in order to end this. I'm afraid someone is going to have to destroy it. I want that someone to be you, Kevin. Hey, you can't mean you'll have him kill you! That's right. By killing me, the copy of your stigma will be destroyed as well. That's the only way to get rid of it for good and bring all of this to an end. Doing so should restore Celeste's power. After that, I believe she should be able to return all of you safely to the real world. But... Let me just make sure. There's no other option, is there? None. This is truly the only way. Last time you had to do this, you were barely aware of what you were doing. This time, you won't have such a luxury. How could you ask that of him? How could you make him do that again knowing how much he suffered the first time? And if he does that, you'll... I'm sorry, Reese. But this is the reality, and I need to be the one to tell him. I'll say it once more, Kevin. Kill me, and go back to the real world with your friends. As your sister, as a fellow knight, and as a mother. This is the last thing I'll ever ask you to do. A mother? So I guess she considers herself like his mother and his sister? It's amazing how someone can be so kind and yet so cruel at the same time. But that's how you've always been, I guess. No, Kevin! Sorry, Reese. I'm gonna have to take your sister from you not once, but twice. If that's what you've got to do, then I'm doing it with you! What? Reese? I don't want to be left behind by you two anymore. I don't want to just stand aside and watch anymore. I've had enough of just waiting. So if this is something that has to be done, then I'm going to do it with you. I'm going to carry your sin with you this time. Thanks, Reese. It's hard to believe you're the same little glutton from 5 years ago. You've grown so much while I've been away. You ended up studying under Ayn too, right? I apparently have plenty to thank her for. Rufina, please! Well, if you're sure that's what you want to do, I have no objections. I'll leave the decision to you, Kevin. How can you be okay with this? I should be the one shouldering the burden. Me and me alone. Why should Reese? You're a grown man, Kevin. Start acting like one, damn it. Is probably what Ayn would say in this situation were she with us. She's not though, so I want you to go with your heart. You've always had a way with shaking a guy up. Come here, Reese. You can hold my bowgun with me. Okay. Oh, I never considered that. Apparently, I was even further from my goal than I thought I was. Wait, what? What is she talking about? Sorry? What do you mean? Listen, Kevin. You said earlier that you wanted to try and follow in my footsteps, right? Yeah. It's not going to be easy, but it's what I want to do. Well, if that's genuinely what you've set your mind on, I can't stop you. But I can't say that I recommend it. The path I walked was one fraught with pain, doubts, and worries. I knew in my heart that there was no way it was possible to make a world where everyone could be happy. Nevertheless, I dedicated my life to trying to get as close as I could to that impossible goal, even if it wasn't easy. Bring it on, I say. I feel the same way. I want to follow in your footsteps too. I've never seen two people look more sure of themselves. And if that's what you want, if that's really, really what you want, don't content yourselves with trying to go as far as I did. Go further than me. Try and reach the places beyond my grasp. Realize the future I never could. Because I get the feeling the two of you may actually be able to do it. You do? Damn, that's a doozy of a task you're throwing on us at the last minute. But hey, I won't say no. Making it sound so hard just makes me want to pull it off all the more. I promise I will. Just don't try to walk too fast and end up getting tired before the finish line. Anyway, I think we've kept your friends waiting long enough. Kevin? Reese? I think it's about time you pulled that trigger. Yeah. Right. It's okay, Reese. I'm right here with you. Let's just take this slowly. That's right. Easy does it. May Aidios always watch over you both. Take care of her for me, Kevin. I will. Always. Thanks for everything. Really. Rufina, And you take good care of Kevin, Reese. Stay close, okay? Rufina. We will. Forever, so... Bye, Rufina. So, this is the final exorcism of her then? It's okay, Reese. I'm sure we can do it. I'm sure we can realize her dream and reach the place she was always trying to get to. And I'm guessing that when we do, we'll find her waiting there for us. So this isn't the end. We'll see her again. We will. Dang, dude. Rufina is the MVP. And even by virtue of being associated with her, that also makes Kevin and Reese the MVPs. Kevin! Reese! Please, wake up. Okay, so everybody's joined us. Huh? Where are we? Thank Aidios. You scared us half to death when you passed out the second the battle ended. We fainted? But... I imagine she summoned your spirits to an area of her creation, leaving your bodies behind. Okay, so Celeste is going to tell them, she's going to confirm that it wasn't a dream or anything like that. There you are. Celeste? I felt the return of all of my power a short while ago. Did something happen, Kevin? Oh. Actually, Kevin explained to her that they had said farewell to Rufina, and that the stigma that once ruled the land of Fantasma had completely disappeared. I see. She must have been an incredibly strong person. I may have never had the chance to meet her, but she sounds like someone I would have liked to talk to. That being said, there's no longer any time to waste. Huh? Why not? Now that Fantasma has once again lost its master, it will revert to being unstable once more. This castle will be no exception. I imagine it will disappear before long, unable to retain its current form any longer. The same will likely be true of all of the plains even. Only the garden will remain. You're kidding! Are you really so surprised, Estelle? We know about how this world works. This was always a likely possibility. It sure wasn't what I was thinking about. Besides, if you knew all of this already, why is this the first time we're hearing about it? We should hurry to the Arsail and make our escape at once. Wait, if we're on like a phantasmal Arsail and go back to reality, won't it disappear or something? There's no need. I can open the gates of heaven from here. You can? As in the ones in the Testaments? I believe so. To my recollection, they are the counterpart to the gates of Gehenna, connecting the world in which you reside to heaven above. A replica was prepared for us in the area we stand. I can only assume the one who created them was the woman you bade farewell to. The one who was assimilated into the Lord of Fantasma. She did? I see. Then if we pass through there, we can return to our own world? What about Gilbert, though? Precisely. Though perhaps seeing is believing, allow me to open the gates. So she was guarding them. She as in Rufina, Lord of Fantasma, not she as in Celeste. That familiar distortion, dude. Yeah? Definitely looks like that's the front door to Aidios' place. Cool. Wow. If we walk through here, we can go home. I imagine you'll appear somewhere near wherever it was you were when you were first drawn in here. Those who are on airships will likely reappear somewhere inside them. Okay. So we were with Gilbert when we were first drawn in here. I guess this is it. Indeed. What? Already? We've been in here so long together, my brain's having trouble processing that it's actually about to end. I was hoping we could have time for one final feast before we went our separate ways. But I suppose there are few partings in this world that would allow us the good fortune. You're probably right. So she's gonna go right back to Crossbell. Oh, what's up with these two? Well then, allow us to be the first to take the plunge. Huh. Why? This is a new BGM. At this rate, we're gonna be here forever because no one wants to be the first to say bye and leave everyone behind. What Zine said. So as the eldest members of the group, we thought we should be the ones to take the initiative, so to speak. Oh. Thanks. You guys are all right, you know? Think nothing of it. This is nothing compared to the kindness you've showed by welcoming me into your numbers despite my past transgressions. Because of you, I was able to achieve something truly important. You have my deepest thanks. You're very welcome. Just know that you have ours too. I don't know what we would have done without you. Seriously, Richard single-handedly carried his team, basically. We may have had to part for now, but I imagine your work will bring us together again in the future. I can't wait to see you again. I'm honored you would say so, Your Highness. Should you ever require my services, please don't hesitate to call on me. As for me, well, it was great getting to see you all again. Didn't ever picture us having a reunion like this, but I'm sure glad it happened. You got that right. I still wouldn't have turned down a few more rounds of duking it out with you. Same here. Next time I get some free time, I'll have to pop over to LeBurl and rough you up a bit. Or, you know, you're all welcome to swing by Calvert if you want. Keelika and I would welcome you with open arms. You bet! Count on it! Really? Then I'll start making preparations for my visit as soon as I leave here. You're not doing anything until you finish the mountain of homework that's waiting for you. I'm sure me and Reese will eventually make our way there once the work comes knocking on our door. I hope that day comes soon. Same here. Well, I think that's about everything. Let's get going, Colonel. Honestly, now even you've started calling me that? Although I suppose being referred to in that way by all of you may not be so bad. Yeah, it's like a friendly nickname. 2 down. Perhaps we should be the next to leave then. You? I feel as though the longer I stay, the less I'll want to leave at all. It would be best for me to get this done and over with. So, this is farewell for now. Yeah, for now. I was honestly expecting you to hang on longer. I'm surprised. Oh, Joshua! You twist my arm, but the pain only leaves me weak with pleasure. How I crave whisking you up as my prince and taking you back with me! Over my dead body, creep! I don't think I'll ever be able to believe this guy is actually royalty. Olivier. Truth be told, I honestly never thought I'd be blessed with an opportunity like this. The thought of it coming to an end is making me uncharacteristically emotional. Aww. It's certainly a new side to you. Before I go, however, I do want you to give some serious thought to what I said, Shara. While I do realize it was brazen of me to ask, you wouldn't deny me the joy of believing you may one day say yes, would you? Yes! Okay, so Shara x Olivier was like the second ship I was on board with this. So it's like, I swear, you are unbelievable. Alright, I will. You'll have an answer someday. In the meantime, you better work hard at what you need to do. But of course. What's this all about? Erebonia's gonna have some beautiful brown babies to inherit the throne, dude. That's what this is about. I think we're missing something pretty big. Yeah, something interesting happened right under our noses, didn't it? For my part, I would like to thank you all for all you have done for me in this one here. I feel as though this experience has allowed me to improve my swordsmanship all the more. I am truly grateful. I'll have to make sure I don't let you get too far ahead of me, or I'm gonna have a hell of a time catching up again. The same goes for you as well, of course. I do hope we will have the opportunity to meet again one day. As do I. One last warning. I fear the Empire has some truly stormy times ahead of it. Oh my gosh, Mueller, you don't know the half of it, bro, but it's all good, because I only know the half of it. CS3 and CS4 went. I would advise against all non-essential travel there. That's concerning. Please be careful then, Major. As long as this idiot pulls his weight, we should be able to avoid the worst case scenario. If you'd all pray Aidios doesn't give up on him, I'd appreciate it. Sure thing. Praying is kinda what we church folk do. I can't think of a simpler and more enjoyable request. How tragic it is that you all trust me so little. But they do say that people bully those they love the most. You're no exception to that, are you, love? Am I to take that as confirmation that you would like to be dragged out of here by the scruff of your neck? I'd rather walk, please. I wonder, if Oliver and Mueller did actually end up getting together, could they adopt like someone to take over the throne? I don't know much how royalty works, so I'm sure they could. Well then, everyone, until our next meeting. So, it's probably gonna be Chloe and Julia next, maybe. He managed to keep pretending he was fine until the very end. No, Annalise and Shara. Okay. You two are next then? Yeah, this is it. Most of the people here I could go and see if I set my mind to it. But as for you two, Estelle and Joshua, take care on that journey of yours, okay? No problem. We'll be sure to keep writing to you as often as we can. There's no need to send too many of them. It won't be easy for my replies to reach you. Plus, there seems to be a lot of maintenance work going on with the Orbital Communications Network lately. If you really need me, just get in touch with the Gransel branch. Okay, we will. I like how it's mostly Joshua and Estelle saying goodbye to everybody, but we all know why that is. You can always get in touch with us if you need us in the same way. Huh. It's gonna suck not being able to see you again for a while though, Estelle. But it's gonna especially suck not to be able to see Ren or Tita. And you, Reese! Me? Duh! I was really happy to get to know you, you know? So if you ever come to LaBeurle again for work or whatever, come see me, okay? I'll give you the scoop on all my favorite ice cream spots. I'd be happy to accept that invitation. Coming to LaBeurle is now my top priority after leaving here. Let's not forget about work now. At least you'll be easy enough to see again, Tita. I should be able to pop over and mess with you anytime your scary boy toy's not hovering over you. Don't you even think about it, kiddo. How serious I am is for me to know. Okay, just one more thing before I go. Say, Ren? Do you like Estelle and Joshua, or don't you? What? That's what matters the most. I want you to keep that question in mind as a favor for your big sis Annalise. What do you mean? Annalise? Oh, and expect a bajillion hugs next time I see you. I'm not gonna let you get away. Alright, I think we've hung around long enough. See you later. And take care, Shara. Thank you both for sticking with us. I guess? Who's Gisette gonna leave with, though? Okay, guess we might as well be the next ones to step up. Yeah. Okay, I guess she might just leave with Ren then. This is it, huh? Time to say farewell. I'll miss you both so much. You too, Ren. You mean it, Tita? I can't say anything thought-provoking like Annalise, and I don't have the power to chase after you like Estelle and Joshua, but I'll always be waiting. I'll always be waiting for the day you three come back to LaBeurle together. It's okay to hope for that, right? Please, you can do what you like. As long as it's not getting sloppy with finishing your orbital gear, you better finish that. Potter Mater welcomes all challengers. Okay, I will. I swear, kids sure are violent these days. Like Shara said, you guys take care, yeah? Especially you, Estelle. You ain't a rookie now, so you make sure you start looking before you leap. I know. You just try not to fight with Tita's mom every other second, okay? Hey, I'm not the one picking fights. She's the one who's always trying to make my life hell. He's not wrong. I'm already dreading going back and getting blamed for Tita ending up here. Yeah, I'm sure she'll find some way to pin all this on you. You're only laughing because you ain't gonna be on the receiving end of it. Oh, and one last thing. I've got something to say to you. Me? The first time I met you, I thought you were some sketchy weirdo, but you showed some real guts this time. Good on you. Huh? I say something funny? You actually complimented somebody. No, I just never thought the day would come when you'd praise me. Like, at all. What brought that on? Huh, no real reason. Just my way of saying, let's keep on trucking, I guess. Well, thanks then. Why do conversations like these between two guys always end up so awkward? I've been asking myself that for 25 years. Aw, cram it. Anyway, you ready, Tita? Yep. Okay. So, I guess Josette and Ren won't be the last two, will they? I think that marks our turn, Julia. They will, as you wish. And then, Sieg, been just hanging out. Chloe, I guess this is goodbye for now. I'm afraid so. This was an opportunity I never expected to be blessed with. I owe Aidios my deepest thanks for being able to see you two again. Us too. I'll keep writing to you, Chloe. Count on it. I won't get my hopes up the next letter will be anytime soon. Oh, Josette? What's up? I really enjoyed spending time with you. I'd love to have the opportunity to hang out again one day. Sure. We'll make it happen. We have a few hobbies in common, so I bet we could talk for hours and hours. I'm glad they got to be friendlier. Work will mean I have to go to Grantil a lot anyway, so I'm sure we'll get the chance. I'll be looking forward to it. Ugh. If you're feeling jealous you've got, nothing in common with her, maybe you should try taking up baking and handcrafts. Can't wait to see the efforts of someone with all the creativity and dexterity of a drunk Pom. I wish I could disagree, but you totally got me. It's okay, Estelle. No one's good at everything. Oh yeah, of course they would talk to her. Cause she's been hovering off to the side the whole time, being completely ignored by everybody. Please, don't feel obliged to say anything to me. I'm not your ancestor, but merely a sentient replica of her. Even so, I still wish you could have had the opportunity to meet with my grandmother. I'm nowhere near as capable or intelligent as she is, and after meeting only me, I can only imagine you must be so disappointed. It's almost eerie how much you remind me of myself in that regard. I do? How? I imagine your grandmother must feel the same way. There's nothing to be ashamed of if you don't know which way you should go sometimes. Just follow your heart, and it will never betray you. One day, you'll be able to spread your wings wide and fly. I'm sure of it. I certainly hope so. Thank you for your words of encouragement. Well, I suppose we should be going. Oh, before we do, after we return, Kevin, I imagine things will be more than a little chaotic. So should we require the church's help again, I expect you to be there for us. Sure thing. I'll be getting in touch with the congregation for the sacraments after I get out of here to decide what to do next. Well then, everyone, take care of yourselves. Alright? Okay, so I guess this is the only other pair that's kind of random. Well, I'm up. Oh, just her? Okay. I'm glad we had this time together, Josette. If you're gonna try and force yourself to say something all emotional and crap, save it. I don't want to hear it from you. Oh, that's real swell! And if it looked like you and Joshua were finally breaking up, then I was gonna use this chance to take him from you. If only I was so lucky. Actually, you want to come through the gate the same time as me, Joshua? Maybe we'll reappear in the same place if we do. I'm on to you, Missy. Hands off. Do you guys really have to fight this way right to the very end? You're a popular guy, Joshua. There's no denying that. You stay out of this. You stay out of this. Sorry. Oh, hey, Joshua. Damn, man. This is such a pathetic spectacle. But you know something? It was fun being here with you, Estelle. In a way. Yeah, I could say that too. In a way. Don't overdo it with that business of yours, you hear? Your line of work's like ours. You're out of luck if you work yourself sick. Huh, right back at you. But you can go causing trouble for yourself all you like. Just don't go getting hurt and causing any for Joshua. I don't think I've ever met two people who hate each other this much who are so similar. Anyway, guess I should actually get going now. I'll be sure to write, Joshua. Thanks. Can't wait to hear from you. Sounds like you two are gonna have your work cut out for you. Take care, alright? Huh, thanks. May the goddess's light shine upon you and your ship. Can't ask for better from a sister. Thanks! Alright, later. Okay. I don't think, like, it's clear they don't actually dislike each other, that's just how they get along. It's finally Ren's turn. You okay, Ren? You've been kind of quiet for a while now. Why? Why is everyone smiling? Huh? What do you mean? I mean, you're all saying goodbye. For all you know, you might never get to see each other again. So why do you all look so happy? Oh. Everyone keeps saying they're sad to see one another go. Why don't you all just stay here then? As long as the garden's here, everyone can stay and turn this place into whatever they want it to be. We can laugh and have fun tea parties forever and ever and ever. Oh, notice how she said we. So why? I get it now. It hurts you to think that you might never see them again, doesn't it? Joshua? It hurts that no matter how much you care about someone, no matter how much you want to be with them, you might never see them again. Is that it? Wait. Joshua's talking about feelings he is very familiar with. No, of course not. That's not even possible. Even when I heard that Luva was dead, that didn't hurt one bit. I was sad, but it didn't hurt. And that's because that's not the same. The reason it didn't hurt is because you were able to accept Luva's death. You knew that there was no chance you'd ever be able to see him again. And that was why you were able to grieve. But this is a case of knowing that you could meet the people you care about, but at the same time, maybe you can't. In some ways, that's even more painful than never being able to see someone ever again. No, you're wrong! That's why you... You're wrong! 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 Should I tell you, Ren? Tell you why everyone was able to smile as they said goodbye to us all? I don't want to know! I don't need to know! Well, too bad. I'm gonna tell you anyway. It's because no matter how much you love someone or how much you hate someone, eventually, you'll end up having to part from them. That goes for everyone. No exceptions. Everyone? Yep, even me and Joshua. Even if we get married, have kids, and live out the rest of our days happily together, eventually, one of us is going to die and leave the other one behind. We can't rule out the possibility that one or both of us might lose our lives in an accident. We could even fall out of love someday. Every day you spend with someone could turn out to be the last, and that's a reality all of us have to face up to and fight every day. Every day? And that's why we have to smile. When everyone smiles, we don't have to worry about the sad stuff, and we can be positive together. We know we're not alone, and that everyone else feels the same way we do. And best of all, it fills us with excitement at the thought of when and how we might see each other next. So we put on our bravest face and promise to meet again, whether it comes true or not, and so we go back to our lives and keep on going. That's how it is for everyone, I think. It's really everyone? Everyone. You too. So, will you try and smile with us? Me? Maybe I can't promise we can be together forever, but I can tell you that we really, really love you. That's why I want to watch over you, at least until you become a grown-up. If that's what you want too, then I'll do what I can to be by your side no matter what. Then, when you grow up, maybe you'll decide you want to do something with your life that means we have to part ways. And if that happens, that's okay. But if it does, then we'll part ways with a big smile. How does that sound? Good? You don't need to decide what you want to do now. The choice is yours to make. We've already made up our minds what we want to do. We want to be your family, Ren. Like Joshua said, we can't force you. If you don't want to be with us, that's fine. Dad's given his okay. All that's left is yours. Enough! Enough! Ren? If that's what you want, then I'm gonna run and run and run! I'm gonna run so fast you'll never be able to catch me! So... We're ready for that. You can keep running for as long as it takes to make up your mind one way or the other. But just so you know, I am really bad at knowing when to call it quits. You might be really good at playing hide and seek, but no hiding place can stay undiscovered forever. I hate you. I hate you both! But I love you both just as much. Hey. Soon, you will get two big siblings, whether you like it or not, Ren. You can only run for so long. We finally got to tell her. We finally got to tell her how we feel. Yeah, we did. Joshua. You did great, Estelle. Still, the hardest part's still yet to come. Yeah, you're right. Sorry for making you wait through that, guys. But now I think it's time we went too. Don't sweat it. You're gonna get back to chasing her the second you get out of here, right? Good luck. Don't give in, and I'm sure it'll work out. May the goddesses blessing be with all three of you. I'll be looking forward to the next time we meet. And I'll be praying that the three of you will all be together when that time comes. We will! I'll make it happen! Till next time. And there they go. Those two really are something special. Yeah, you're telling me. Just looking at those two, I can't help but feel that maybe Rufina's dream isn't so impossible after all. Me too. which means all the more that we'll need to get to work on making it a reality. Alright, this place is about to collapse. I'm afraid this place likely doesn't have much time left. I think you should leave before it's too late. Oh, right. Actually, Gilbert! Gilbert! I forgot about him! Something wrong? I just can't help but feel like we've forgotten something. Dude! Hey! Oops! Oh my. Oh! Thank God he made it, dude! He had to get through all of this on his own! You're awful! Was giving me that half-hearted explanation and then vanishing the best you could do? I'm sorry. I did have a lot to do at the time. Still, that explanation was enough to allow you to reach here, wasn't it? Eventually, but I had a heck of a time getting here. I'm no good with directions. I had groups of angels chasing after me, chariots trying to run me over. Anyway, what's with all the shaking? Oh, right. So apparently this castle's going to vanish soon. And that door up there will let you return to our world, so go ahead and run on through it. Why are you only telling me this now? I'm out of here! By all means. Thank you for your help. Hey, you played an important part in us making it through all this. When we get out of here, we'll be enemies again. But there's no harm in acknowledging that. Just don't go causing too much trouble out there so we have to go after you, okay? Worry about yourselves first. Next time we meet, I'll be a changed man. Higher ranking and much, much stronger. You mark my words. Alright. Last dude out. Now, please, hurry. I doubt this castle has more than a few minutes before it disappears. Got it. What will happen to you after that, by the way? I imagine I'll return to my lengthy slumber in the garden, in the same state I was before the Lord of Fantasma first appeared. And I will remain that way until this land of Fantasma eventually finishes disappearing. After that, I will finally be free from the duty which keeps me here. Really? Thanks for everything. I don't know if words can express how grateful we are. May your dreams be pleasant indeed. Thank you very much. After you step through the gate, I will disable the Recluse Cube's functionality. Its power will never return again, so deal with it however you see fit. Understood. I know exactly who's going to be getting it. Okay, he's gonna give it up to Erica. You're thinking of giving it to the professor? You honestly think she'll let all of this slide if we don't? Especially after her daughter got caught up in it. She's gonna be unbearable. Good point. Yeah, so she gets a consolation prize at least. Well then, Reese, time for us to go. Indeed. Would you like to hold hands? What? I was only joking, of course, but I do want us to step through together. Just like how together we'll make Rufina's dream come true. Yeah. I'm counting on you, partner. Always. Man, it hit me. I played FC 2 years ago, dude, and now we're finally getting to the end of the trilogy. So, are we on our way to Arteria? Oh, we're back among his, aboard his, Merkaba. Septian Church Gralswater operated Special Ops Airship Merkaba number 1. I think I have a rough idea of the situation now. We've been able to confirm the safety of the 6 you mentioned. Prince Oliver Grace Arner, Mueller Vander, Zine Vathek, Josette Capua, Estelle and Joshua Bright, all of them have safely returned to our world. Okay, so it looks like she might have known more about what was going on than you'd think. Really? That's a relief. I was able to confirm the safety of the ones who ended up in Liberl myself. It was just those 6 I was concerned about. Well, and the 2 from Ouroboros. But I'm not sure either of us have any chance of checking up on those 2. Unfortunately not. Still, this certainly wasn't what I was expecting to happen when I gave you that mission. So, he wanted to check up on Gilbert too? Interesting. The Oriole left us a nasty little present, didn't it? That's one way of putting it. Either way, I'll give you my full report as soon as I'm back. Wrapping things up on my end seems like it'll take a little while longer, but hopefully not too long. I'm looking forward to it. You know, you've changed since I last spoke to you. I'm quite surprised. Huh? The Kevin I know wouldn't care to know whether those he'd been involved with were safe or not. Or rather, he'd try and suppress those concerns. I can only imagine a lot must have happened in this Fantasma. That's putting it lightly. I'll fill you in on all of it once I get back, like I said. I've got something I want to tell you on a personal level, too. Oh? Color me curious. Probably to thank her for Rufina's training or something, or for taking Rufina and Reese under her wing. Regardless, I'm glad you two have returned safely. Perhaps we should all go and get some drinks together after you return. So Reese is 18, but she's of drinking age? The age of majority in this series continues to baffle me. I'd be happy to. Oh yeah, I've actually got something I want to ask. Well, is it possible for a Dominion to change their title after choosing one? So he doesn't want to be the heretic hunter anymore. What's this now? I found something other than hunting heretics I want to do, you see. I still intend to fulfill my duties as a Dominion to the fullest, don't worry about that. Just... Commander? So that's a no, probably. A Dominion wanting to change their title, huh? In the 1,000 years the Gralswater has existed, that's not something that has happened often. But it's not entirely unprecedented either. Then... go ahead and think up something fitting for yourself before we next meet. If you fail to, I'll give you a new one myself as punishment. And trust me, you won't like it. If I'd known you were going to say that, I would have thought of something before asking. Wow, I thought he had something in mind, but I guess he just knows that the identity of Heretic Hunter really doesn't fit him anymore. Well, I guess I'd better get to work on thinking up something cool. What do you think of Blue Shooting Star? Or maybe Black Arrow? No one's impressed with those. What's with the awkward silence? Father Kevin, as your former instructor, allow me to give you one piece of heartfelt advice. Sure? Unless you want to live the rest of your life in abject shame, then for the love of Aidios, get Reese to help you choose. Don't even think of picking alone. So... Reese. I wonder what they're going to come up with together then. Ooh. Thank you for staying with Trails in the Sky until the very end. While this story has told all it has to tell, there are still plenty more adventures to be discovered across the Zamirian continent. Wow. That's really it! 3 achievements all at once! This is really it! 4 achievements! This is really it! All 3 games finished the entire trilogy! Wow! Okay. Dang. There are a lot of you who've been here since the very beginning, and a lot of you who've only jumped on board towards the end. But even so, I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you guys for sticking with me this far. So, next up, I'm gonna try to get my hands on the Evo versions of the Crossbell games. I actually have to look up whether it's Zero or Owl that's first. But you know what? We're not going to worry about that just yet. We're just going to bask in the glory of beating the Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky the Third. Whew. So one last time, definitely guys, I greatly thank you for being along the ride with this, for being with me on this ride, dude. It's friggin' wild. I can't even believe it. But yeah, till next time, bye for now.